Hey everyone, my name is Basith. I am 22 years old, and I am from South Asia, but 5 months ago I could not speak a single full sentence in English. Not even how are you without thinking too much. I was completely lost today, I want to tell you how I learned English in just 5 months without any expensive classes, without going to an English-speaking country, and without wasting my time on useless methods, but this is not just my story. This is your story too. If you have ever felt frustrated, stuck, or embarrassed because of your English, keep watching because I was exactly where you are, and I promise, if you listen to my full journey, step by step, you will know exactly how to improve your English. So let's go back to the beginning because my journey did not start with motivation. It started with a big failure that changed my life, the moment that changed everything. I always wanted to work for an international company. My dream job was to be a software engineer at a big tech company. I loved coding, I was good at it, and I worked day and night to become the best. Finally, after years of hard work, I got my chance. I applied for a huge company in the US. The recruiter emailed me, "Congratulations, you are selected for an interview." I was so excited I imagined my life. In a new country, earning a big salary, working with the best people, but then the interview happened. I remember it like it was yesterday. I opened Zoom, and there were 3 interviewers, all native. English speakers. They started speaking, and I felt like someone had pressed fast forward on their voices. I could not understand anything. They asked me the first question. "Jake, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your experience in software development?" I panicked. I knew the answer in my head, but the words did not come out. I said, yes. I am, software. I do coding, many projects." "Good. I am very good." They looked at me. The silence felt like a knife in my stomach. They asked another question, but I could not answer that either. In the end, one of them smiled and said, "All right, Jake, thank you for your time." I knew what that meant. I had failed. I did not get the job, not because I was not good enough in my field, but because I could not speak English that day. I understood the power of English. It was not just a language, it was the key to my dream. And right now, I did not have that key. I felt ashamed, embarrassed, angry at myself for years. I told myself, I don't need English. I'll just be good at my job, and that'll be enough. But now I saw the truth. Without English, I was invisible. That night, I made a decision. I would learn English, and I would learn it fast. Most people, when they start learning English, they do one thing first. They pay for expensive courses. But I did not do that. Why? Because I had already tried them before, and they did not work. A year ago, I paid for an online English class. The teacher made me memorize vocabulary lists, do grammar exercises, and study boring rules, but after 3 months, when I tried to have a conversation, I still could not speak. So I knew that expensive classes were not the answer. If I wanted to learn English fast, I needed something different. I needed a system that worked in real life, and that's when I started my 5-month method, which I will share with you now, step by step. Part 1, the first 15 days. The biggest mistake that beginners make is that they think they need more words. I thought the same. I thought if I learn 1,000 words, I will speak fluently. But the truth is, I already knew hundreds of words, yet I still could not speak. So, for the first 15 days, I did not study any new words. Instead, I did something much more powerful. I started learning how to use the words I already knew. Here's exactly what I did. 1. I made a survival sentence list. I sat down and thought, what do I actually need to say? Every day I wrote 50 simple sentences that I needed in real life. For example, "Hi, how are you? Can you repeat that? I don't understand. I am learning English. I need a coffee." Please, every morning I read these 50 sentences out loud, not once, not twice, 10 times. At first my tongue felt slow, but after 5 days these sentences became automatic. 2. I started speaking to myself in English every single day. This is one of the most powerful things I did. Whenever I was alone, I spoke English to myself. For example, when I was in the shower, I said, "I am taking a shower, the water is hot. I feel relaxed." When I made breakfast, I said, "I am making eggs. I like eggs, they are easy to cook." At first I felt stupid, but then I realized this was my private classroom. No one could hear me, no one could judge me. And in just 1 week, my brain started thinking. In English 3, I practiced 5 sentences a day. But with a twist, every day, I chose 5 sentences. From movies or real conversations, but I did not just read them, I copied them exactly. I repeated them 10 times, but with the same emotion, speed, and pronunciation as the native speaker. This helped me fix my accent and sound natural by the end of the first 15 days. Something